And hello again everyone, and welcome once more to the wondrous, mysterious, and oddly deceiving and satisfying world of Lies of P. Hello there Senko, welcome. I do hope you will enjoy your stay here. I'm not gonna lie, I put this game on a bit of a hold, even though I really enjoyed it the first stream. Simply because I really wanted to be done with Wukong, and after Erlang Shen, I really wanted to be done with Wukong. Jokes. What ads? The ads should not be there, right? Twitch. Twitch, I specifically started talking after the ads were gone on my screen. What are you doing? Coordinate your ads, damn it. Free? Okay. Once again, hello there Senko. Sorry if you missed it the first time. We will be diving into the world of Lies of P. I really wanted to play more of it, but I also wanted to finish Wukong at the time, because several other Souls-like have come out. I think one of them is named Kazan the First Berserker or something, and the other one is AI Limit. I already have AI Limit, I purchased it. Kazan the First Berserker, I'm probably gonna wait a tiny little bit on it, simply because there's so many games to play. You want more PowerPoints from you to judge them? Give you grades? Well, you will be very happy this week, because I actually have something similar. A bit of a spoiler for everyone who's watching this, either as a VOD or live. I will be having a video sometime this week already. It's mostly done, but I kind of want to see a time frame where I won't be streaming that day or something like that to release it. Worst case scenario, I'll just release it at the end of the week, but there will be a video talking about loot in games. Beautiful, shiny loot. Who doesn't like loot? Let's be honest. I'll tell you, the people who need to manage their inventories, that's who. Nah, joking, we all love loot. We just wish the inventory was bigger. But yeah, I do have a video on that. And at least so far, I'm quite happy with how it turned out. But for now, let's see what loot, what treasures, and what tales we can find in Lies of P. Uite din Skyrim at the start too. Much that the castle was empty afterwards, just like everyone's pockets. I mentioned it in the video as well, but one of my favorite things, and find a little tangent. Let's just go on a tangent. You know what? I just had a chat with Bell and Nox at one point about yapping and whatnot, and that I don't feel like I yap enough. Let's change that a little bit. This is my yapping arc. So, loot. One of the things that got heavily criticized, and I promise this will all wrap back around, but trust me. One of the things that got heavily criticized with a certain game that recently, recent for me means at least 1 year, okay? Cut me some slack here. Avowed. That's the game I'm talking about, from the developers of Pillars of Eternity, if I'm not mistaken, Obsidian. That's the guys. So, one of the things that they got criticized for is that NPCs in that game don't react to you stealing all of their stuff. And the game has a remarkable, but not really resemblance to Skyrim. At least in how it looks like and the controls, to some extent. You mean what's 1 year to you're immortal? Yes, but I'm saying that still counts as recent to me. I'm being generous, by the way. 5 years is still recent to me. But I'm being generous for all of you mortals around here. And longer lived species as well. And younger immortals, you still haven't lost a frame of time yet. You'll get there eventually, don't worry. Minecraft came out recently. No. Minecraft did not come out too recently. It's not a retro game though. Anyone who says Minecraft is a retro game gets a chair in the head from me. Just so we are clear, it is not a retro game. Knob off with that. But yeah, as I was saying, Avowed. A lot of people complain that... And books from you too. Good. So, Avowed. A lot of people complain that there wasn't really a stealing sort of system, like the NPCs did not react to you stealing all of their stuff. And while I can agree that some level of suspension of disbelief would have helped by adding a system like that, there's also cases in which I don't really think that a game should necessarily have it. Now, Avowed is not the case. Avowed definitely should have had it. Let's get that straight out the window. For the price it had, for the devs it should have had a stealing system. Don't take my words out of context. It should have been there. But for a lot of games, it's not necessary. And a good example that I have is Sacred and Sacred 2. We do not talk about Sacred 3. We do not talk about Sacred 3. Good? Understood? Okay, moving on. So, in Sacred... Don't worry, you didn't even look at the wall because you don't know, you didn't seem that appealing. Well, explain. When you say explain, do you mean why we don't talk about Sacred 3? Or what do I mean when I say it's not that necessary in Sacred 1 and 2 to have a stealing system? So, Sacred 3, oh god. So you know this trend of taking a beloved franchise and then making something so out of touch and cringe that it kills the franchise? You know, this trend has been going on with movies and a lot of shows and even some games as of late. Sacred 3 was like one of the first to fall to this, like years and years ago. And I'm still mad about it because the world of Sacred is very interesting. The second game, especially if you add some mods, the second game, even without the mods, what am I saying, was so goddamn interesting, and all of the innovation that it brought to the genre got completely ignored for years because Sacred 3 was such a shit game. Like, it was so bad, it killed the franchise, and no one wanted to touch anything with the franchise, including the good ideas that it had. Actually, wait, now I'm curious, when did Sacred 2 come out? Sacred 2 release date. It came out in 2014. I just want to put it out there. Sacred 2 could have been the revolutionary game of the action RPG genre. And for a time it was. But first off, it had a lot of technical issues because it was a huge jump in graphics at the time. So a lot of people either couldn't play it, or the people who could play it kind of had a lot of bugs with it, and it hurt it. I'm not gonna lie, that was the main reason the second one didn't do as well as it could have. If you compare it in today's standards, when most of the stuff is fixed and it won't crash nearly as often and things actually work and all that, I would argue it's better than Diablo by so far. It's insane. Like, a game that's more than 10 years old has innovations Diablo wishes it had at the time. And all of that just because the second game kinda had technical issues and the third one was so bad, people just decide to forget about it. So yeah, that's kind of the reason we do not talk about Sacred 3. It was cringe, it was a bad idea, I don't know what the heck they were thinking. Like, by comparison, just so you understand the gravity of the situation, by comparison, Devil May Cry on Netflix is still decent. It has its cringe parts, it has its parts that don't really belong there. But overall, at least it has a passing grade. Like, you can get some level of enjoyment out of it. And you know what, I just might. Who knows, for all we know, this is the crazy part, for all we know, they might have actually fixed it. But it was so bad that everyone said, nah. Do I even have it on Steam? I think that might have been one of the first games I ever refunded on Steam. Do I still have it? Yeah, I don't even have it on Steam. Yeah, it's not there. I literally don't have it on Steam. And I know I played, so I most likely refunded it. That was probably among the first games I refunded. In fact, I think that's one of that might have been the game that broke the camel's back and convinced me some games should be refunded. That's how bad it was. That brought back quite a few memories. But let's go back to the loot bit. So, the loot in the first two Sacred games isn't that all that different from, let's say, Diablo, PoE and all that. The difference is that a lot of areas are actually populated, like, you know, in an actual RPG. The NPCs are there, and you can just break furniture, steal stuff from barrels, from chests, and all of that. Nothing is off limits, technically. Now, the devs want you to do this. It's part of the game. A lot of your early and also endgame loot might just come out of a random barrel in someone's house. Some stuff is even quest related and hidden in houses. The thing is, back then, and even for that type of game, having a stealing mechanic doesn't really make sense. Because it gets in the way of the fun of just stealing everything that is not nailed to the floor. And besides that, it's one of the easy ways to get unstuck if you do something absolutely stupid, like selling all of your inventory or whatnot. You just go to some houses, steal everything, and then you're good. Bam. That random old lady had a Dark Elf's twin blade for some reason in her locker. We don't question it. But the thing is, unlike Avowed, the Sacred devs were creative back then. Because you even have... I distinctly remember this. Because one of the things that I like doing in Sacred is reading every single tombstone and talking to every single NPC. Because all of them have something interesting to say. It might not be the most interesting thing, but at some point you'll find something in context that makes it very, very interesting. If you keep finding stuff and connecting and so on. And I remember, on one of the gravestones, it said, here lies, whatchamacallit, I cannot remember the exact name, but it was, here lies Thomas. Let's just say it was Thomas. I'm sorry, Thomas, you are dead now. Yeah, Skyrim did great, but Skyrim did have a steal mechanic, that's what I'm saying. But get this. In loving memory of Thomas, who tried to stop a band of ragtag heroes from stealing 5 coins from his barrel. In his memory, the NPCs of this town will not stop heroes, wannabe or otherwise, from trying to get items as long as it does not endanger their lives. And there was another NPC in a different town, it might have been in the second game I think, where it was an old guy and he was like, yeah, get out of here, I don't remember inviting you in my house. What do you mean what I'll do about it? Nothing. Have you looked at yourself? I'm an old guy. You're fully armed. You'll literally eat me alive if I try and remove you by force. Just please leave. And then, if you actually did steal stuff from his house, he's like, oh, sure, do you want me to make you breakfast as well while at it? I would, except you stole my savings. Can I have them back? No? Okay. Enjoy my savings then. I'm sure you can buy a potion or something with those 5 gold coins. No, I'm not mad. I'm just waiting for you to leave so I know I'm safe. You'll just say some things in dragon language. That was also a funny one. Because if you think about it, dragon language is both a combat form and also literal language. Like I kind of... Here's another funny one. And this is not necessarily from a game, this is more so from my lore. But immortals. They're immortal, right? So how do they determine a victor? Well, it's easy. When one of them gets tired of dealing with the bullshit the other one can pull out, that's when the victor is decided. And I remember at some point, I had... it was a side story. I'm pretty sure it didn't make it into the main canon story of the books that I'm working on. But I had 2 immortals. One of them had the power to make pretty much anything appear that he said. And the other one had the power to control anything that he saw. So it was a very interesting back and forth of them throwing objects at each other, or creatures, or people, or events, or all sorts of stuff. Up until one of them was like, okay, screw this, I'm tired of talking. You win. That's how I imagined the Dragonborn going up against other dragons being in reality. It's just like, screw this, just chop my head off. I'm tired of talking. Okay, I think that's about it for now. Oh yeah, I played a ton of Skyrim. Like, my Steam does not accurately show how much Skyrim I've played. Let me see. Because a lot of it was done via mods, and that amount of time is not registered. Because it uses a different launcher thingy. But essentially, base Skyrim, I have played for close to 400 hours. Base Skyrim. Yeah, what was the name? Dunavag, Durnavig, something like that. I know the one, yeah. You can also talk to him after the main quest, fun fact, if you summon him and whatnot. And I think there was also a mod that gave him a really unique look. Made him a feathered dragon and stuff. Well, smart you didn't read what you needed to do and try to kill it! Fun fact, I noticed it wasn't really dying when I first did it. I couldn't tell what I needed to do to get it into the trap. The amount of times I tried to kill it, or push it, or do something with it, and I didn't realize, oh, I just have to back away so it can land. Yeah. One-third of its HP. I think I might have been overpowered at that point, because I'm pretty sure I almost killed it a few times, but all it did was go and land somewhere else, recover its HP, and got back up. At least in that patch of the game. I'm not sure how it worked now, because it's been patched to hell and back. But during the patch I played, it was a essential dragon, so you couldn't actually kill it. Or at least you weren't supposed to. I'm pretty sure I've seen some posts about people who did kill it. So there's that. God, I kind of miss Skyrim, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'll install some mods and play it at some point. But I think that's enough yapping for now, as I do want to actually play the game. So, let's jump right in. And hopefully this works. You had it on Switch back then. Ooh, I see. Don't dash any for a certain amount of time, they will slowly recover. I did not know that bit. In the good old days, you got the anniversary edition. Ooh, that one. Tell card. Foggy Day. Are the days different in this game? Hold on. I forgot I had these stupid glasses. Greetings.
I'll use my power to help you.
Okay, can I level up at all? Not quite. Moran's lamp.
In the folklore of Krat, a cricket often acts as a guide. That is why these automated models became popular. But Gemini is unique. As you get more familiar with
Okay, so space is dash. Trying to remember what I was supposed to be doing, because it's been quite some time. Wait, 52%. Ergo, required ergo. I think there was a stat where I could practice combat as well. It was here. Yes, I think. Okay, so tab is switch weapon. I think I only have this one. Z is switch to walking. Space is dash and dodge. Shift is guard, okay. Okay, so heavy after the thing is full and then a light. Okay, I'm remembering this. Okay. That's a perfect one. Oh. Okay. Well, that gives you perfect for your things. Thank you. I shall have indeed fun, especially now that I'm remembering how to play this. Wait, what's this? Oh! So it's a counter of sorts. That one charges it with lightning. Okay, hold on. Guard ability, damage reduction rate while guarding. Display. Able arts generate. Places electric blitz attack temporarily. Guard berry. Okay. Now the question is, where do I go? Or to another Stargazer. I have the hotel. Inside the house. Boulevard. Is there a symbol at inside the house? Hello there, Belle. You are just in time. Enjoy the pain of Liza P. Currently I'm enjoying the pain of being completely lost. Holy date said. Legion magazine. Okay. Sawtooth wheel. The lower the story, the boss says yes. Now I just have to remember where I actually have to go. That's my current issue. Because I'm not quite sure where I'm supposed to be going. It opens the Car City Hall courtyard. New works. Car City Hall courtyard. So maybe I have to go there. Oh yeah, actually I think I got a key for a place here, didn't I? Like, I remember fighting the police boss. And then I needed a key. I think. Aha! Excellent.
Here it is. Vanini Works. Everything you see here belongs to Vanini, the classiest playboy and most brilliant inventor in Krat. Just ask him. Not just puppets. Almost every machine and tram in Krat is supplied from here. You gotta be curious about the guy. What kind of person is he? I wish we could find him. That is, if he's still kicking.
I mean, that's the plan, is it not? Germany? Oh, I see issues. Miracle cure. Find the miracle medicine here. The miracle alchemy. The moonstone. Collectible. Miracle alchemist Clark Shore, also known as Dr. Curol. The most legitimate sounding doctor name I have ever had the displeasure of hearing, Dr. Cure-All. About as legitimate as this bottle of water I'm drinking right now. Oh wait, it's pure cola. Has succeeded in making a cure for the horrific plague that has spread. What? Card. Yeah, I'll believe that when I don't see these. Okay, just disintegrated. Sure. Well, this is a bit of a predicament now, isn't it? Good resistance ampule. I'm gonna take this. Special resistance ampule. Now, back to my original plan. I was hoping I remembered the jump button wrong. Oh no, it's the annoying version of Souls-like jumping. The not quite jumping. Why did you turn around? I kinda want that. It's apparently shiny blue means loot. And I just got done talking about how much I love loot. But at the same time, seriously. Well, on second thought, I don't want to be in that position. Ow, ow. I dodged there, but okay. R. Ow. Seriously, you missed? Okay, this is good practice. Painful, but good practice. Battery purification ampoule, demarco fragment, star fragment. Okay, that definitely a lot more messy than I originally planned, but it worked out. Stable catalyst. There's loot, but that's an ambush, I think. Really? Gemini's emergency protection. Okay. Really, I just recovered this. Hey, Kynes! Hello there, raiders! Welcome, I'm just in a little bit of a pickle as I'm still remembering how to play this and not get absolutely destroyed. Give me just a moment. Okay. Hello there, raiders. Please pardon the current absence of my raid alerts. I've been meaning to get on it. I promise I'll get on it sometime this week. Yes, a dragon raid. Welcome, raiders. I am Hatenashi Rasa, the narrator of realities. Today we shall be having a look into the world of Lies of P. First time playing this, second time playing it overall, though. First time going through it, I should say. How's the raid? How's the raid? The raid obviously went well since you are all here. How was the stream, guys? I noticed you were struggling a little bit at some point. Wait, you really want to play this one? Yes. Every single person I know has praised this to high heaven, and I can see why. Stream was great. Yeah, Monster Hunter controls confused the shit out. Same. Like, I was a little bit used to it in World. Whatchamacallit. Rise kinda confused me again, but I still kinda had it. Whilst I played the first beta and I was completely out of my element, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna wait on this one. I'm gonna complete Rise and a few other games, and then I'll come back to that one. So yeah, that's where I am with Monster Hunter right now. I'm currently in a break until I play some more some more Rise. I'll get back to it eventually. You'll get used to it after 900... Okay, no. I'm about to go on a rant here. A game should not have controls, and a game in general should not have systems so complicated that it takes you over 100 hours to learn. That should never be the case. I don't care what game it is. And I'm looking at you specifically, Path of Exile. Like, my god. I don't know if you played Path of Exile, Kynes. But, sweet lord, is there a lot of stuff in that one. And I don't mean the second one. The second one is still simple. If you look in the first one, your head will hurt. Yeah, you agree. You like the nitpick with Monster Hunter. I haven't played PoE yet, but it's been on your radar for ages. Okay, Kynes, I'll throw this one out there. PoE 1 is free, but it's extremely enervating levels of complicated. The second it all clicks, one of the best games out there. Before that... Actually, wait. No, I'm getting the paint out for this one. Hold on. Paint. There we go. It has like a huge skill. It has 3 of them! One huge skill tree? No. 3 of them! You only see one at first! Hold on, I need to show you guys this. How did I do this again? Give me a second. Ta-da-dum. Is it? No, it shouldn't be window capture. Oh yeah, it's monitor 2. You have a love-hate relationship with Monster. Oh god, so even though you have played probably like 800 hours at that point, but you'll always be on the fence. Understandable. Okay, this is perfect. This right here. I can't zoom all the way out, but you'll get the idea. Hold on. Yeah, so over here. Wait, I should probably make this a bit smaller. Over here, you have the Path of Exile skill tree. And it starts you out simple. You start out somewhere around here, close by. You see this? Every single dot here is a skill point. And let me tell you, you see these things here? These are gem sockets. So you can put shiny little fun stones in them. Some of those funny stones add more skill points. And some of those skill points they add can have more funny stone sockets. And you can add more of them on top of it. Now the saving grace is, you start around here, I think, like in the middle. And depending on, let me put this out there, all classes have the same thing at first. Like, it looks insane. It's really not that insane. It's just kind of made to look like that. And it's not necessarily by design to look so stupidly insane and complex. Because again, it's really not. But at first, when you open the skill tree for the first time, you're like, oh, I'll put maybe 1 point in more damage or something. No. You see this, and then you... Actually, no, you see something like this, and then you zoom out. And then you realize you can still move it. You're gonna be scared. You're gonna be terrified. And honestly, perfectly understandable. But it's really not that complicated. Like, the entire thing can be widely cut into 3 parts. You have the physical fighter stuff in the red. You have the mage stuff in the blue. And you have the bow / dexterity / agility types in the green. It's not as complicated as it seems. Now for the funny one that the game doesn't show you until you've pretty much completed the campaign. Hold on, because this one I want to talk about quite a bit. Path of Exile Atlas Tree. Okay, it's this one. And I'll move the chat over here so I can actually see it. Now this one is something that before Path of Exile I did not see other games do. And you might be wondering, what the heck does all of this do? Well, all of this is so you can decide your own end game. So, let's zoom in a bit. You can customize what random events happen in the maps that you play. You can customize so that some of those events never appear if you don't like them. Like all of these. your maps have no chance to contain ritual altars. So the event of ritual altars just doesn't appear for your character anymore. It's gone. You have that one random event that you hated in the game. Poof. Vanished. Forever. And you can just play without it. Oh, you wanna do the other stuff more? Yeah, you can customize those as well. For example, one that I really like is over here, where this is related to beast hunting in the game. Because there is a end game where you hunt down certain types of beasts, you capture them, and then you fight them again in an arena, and you make random rituals from that. You don't mean to interrupt, but you need to get some there ASAP. No problems, go right ahead. And when you do that hunt, there is an NPC that spawns, and you can make him a lot more powerful, and you can make him stay even after you have completed the hunt, so he helps out with the map and stuff. There are so many things in Path of Exile, and it's probably one of those games where... let me just get this paint over here. Now normally... yeah, this is a good one. Normally, on this graph, it's a very simple graph. Over here we have enjoy. And over here you have time. Now I'm sure a lot of people have already made graphs like this. So let me just point a few things out. The ideal is to have the enjoy bit as high as possible and the time one as little as possible. So you want to get the most enjoyment in the least amount of time. That's just how things work. That doesn't mean you can't learn stuff. Don't get me wrong. But you want the game to be enjoyable. Now here's a problem that a lot of MMOs come into. And I'm just gonna use... oh, you know what, I'll just use this stupid yellow for World of Warcraft. The problem is, a lot of games start out somewhere around here. Actually, wait. I'm gonna need a normal one for this. They start out kind of like here. Where's the size for this? There we go. They start out like here. And they have a few ups and downs. They generally go up. And whenever a bad patch comes, it's kind of like this. And it stops making sense after like 10 years. That's just how MMOs are. Now, Path of Exile, however, which is red. Hold on. Oh, there we go. B-O-B. Now, Path of Exile, it starts out fairly slow and hard, because even the tutorial in Path of Exile starts out pretty rough, not gonna lie. So it starts out even lower than WoW. It takes ages for it to go anywhere higher. And around how many hours do I have in this? Hold on. Path of Exile, where are you? Let's say around the 200-hour mark. It will just skyrocket like this. And then it kind of bottoms out somewhere around here. And that's... I'm not gonna lie. That's not good. Because right here, really starting to see the potential of the game and having fun with it and understanding it, you don't want that. 90% of the people who are trying out the game will not reach this part. Unfortunately, it's the sad truth. And it's not even an attention span thing. It's a your game took 200 hours to be good type of thing. Now, Monster Hunter, I'm gonna say it's not that bad. Why didn't I type it from the start? I don't know, but there we go. Monster Hunter. It's not that bad. I would say it starts out even a little bit better than WoW, or the average MMO. And it's somewhat consistent. And I would say it actually decreases a bit once you get way too used with the hunts and whatnot, or you get exasperated from doing the same hunts over and over again, so it's kind of lowers. But that's kind of how I perceive Monster Hunter. It still takes a fair amount of time to actually get very, very good. Actually, wait. Starts out a little bit here. There we go. That's a bit more accurate, I would say, to Monster Hunter. And I'm just gonna throw... what should I use for Lies of P? You know what, yeah, this works. Actually, no, Elden Ring. Now, Elden Ring is a fair bit different, I would say. Because unlike all of these, it starts at around the same part as Monster Hunter. And you slowly learn it. Hold on. So it starts around here. Takes a little bit more to learn. There are some things. Maybe you need some spells. Maybe you need to find where you get them. But after that, it goes kind of like this. And then it reaches the peak. And then you want a different Souls-like. But yeah. Again, there is a certain learning curve here. And no game should take 200 hours to get good. Hell, I would say that even 50 hours is a bit much. Now I'm gonna be cheating a bit because this is quite a recent game, but we're gonna be putting Last Epoch here as well. Since it is both in the style of Path of Exile, and I would argue a much better competitor than it. It starts... I would say it starts about here. It's not that far below PoE at the start. However, it has a much bigger increase. And then it lowers a little bit as you've played pretty much everything, you've gathered all the items and whatnot. Until the next patch at least. This right here is the optimal line that you want in a game. Hell, I'll even add some Guild Wars too, why not? Just to make a point. I should have done this from the start. Apologies, my paint skills are not quite up to par. And then we have Guild Wars 2. Now the interesting thing that Guild Wars 2 does, compared to literally everything on here, is that it starts somewhere around here. A little bit higher, I would say, than pretty much everything else. And the maximum point of enjoyment is reached a lot sooner than all of these. Now at about the 200 mark, it depends on the player. Some might go find even less fun. Some would actually find a lot more similar to me, depending on what you play the game for. But this right here, we'll need the line again. This is like maybe 10 hours of game. In 10 hours of Path of Exile, you will probably be extremely likely to just drop it and be like, yeah, I don't want this. Even though it would literally be one of the best games you have ever played if you kept with it. Because again, the enjoyment you can get out of it once everything clicks, once you know the systems, once you know where to get the stuff, once you know how the skills interact and whatnot and combine. It is absolutely a fantastic game and one of the best ones ever made. That said, 200 hours of time. Also, I apologize for everyone's ears. I just noticed the alarm was still going in the game. Okay, yeah, that's enough pain for today, or at least on that subject. What is making this alarm? Can I stop it? I'm just gonna put that away for now. Maybe I'll need it later. There we go. Oh, no, not you. And there. Wait, where did the chat go? There we go. Everything is now completely back to normal. Let us continue Lies of P. Sure you do. Benigni works. Foggy day. Oh, I see an item. Several items. Repair the Stargazer. Stargazer activated. Ooh, a chain. Is that a weapon part, I wonder? Assemble weapons. What do we have? Great sword. Well, this bottom head. Your blade. Saber. Coil. Great sword of fate handle. Oh, there's that stupid alarm. Oh, it's one of you guys. Can't say I'm happy about that one. Dim Ergo Fragment. Ooh. Oh. Salamander Dagger. Ooh, speaking of new weapons, that sounds fancy. Hmm. Next introduction level guarding. Does fire attack. Retreating stab. Stab an enemy in front of you and quickly move backwards. Oh, sure. Equip. Ooh. What's my character stats again? Vitality, vigor. This might be okay to use, actually. Let's see. Oh. Well. Okay, I didn't think you'll reach me. Oh, you can do it twice. My bad. Okay, I do not like fighting you. That's what I have learned so far. Wait, what was that sound? Ow. Oh. For a second there I thought I was doomed. I'm glad to be proven wrong. Oh. Of course that's an enemy I can target. Why would it not be? Also when this goes down and then I can probably walk on it. What's this mechanism connected to? Okay, question time. Does the big one respawn? Only one way to find out. Yes. The answer is of course. Electric Blitz is effective for subduing puppets. Get out if you're not a stalker. Okay, but then what is fire good for? People?
This place gives me the creeps. It's like something's gonna jump out any second. It's okay, pal. Gemini's looking out for you.
Yeah, the way the box is shaking is telling me that's an enemy or a boss. I do not like it, not one teeny tiny bit. Of course. Of My, what a big weapon you have. Well, for short cartridge. Factory manager's report. Mr. Venigni, as per your orders, I have conducted a quality investigation on the ergo supplied by the alchemists. First, it was done secretly. Certainly, the quality of ergo was getting worse over time. I don't doubt the alchemists, but the decrease in quality is too widespread to call it a coincidence. At this rate, the Quer's puppets will have a high chance of defects. The most important thing is the quality of ergo, after all. According to a reliable source, the high-level alchemists are running ergo production experiments lately, using another method. Personally, I think their secret experiments have something to do with the decrease in ergo quality. Are they wringing out the bodies of discarded puppets in the barren swamp or something? Anyway, I recommend approaching them carefully instead of complaining to them. Manager of Factory 1, Nicola. Oh, it's gonna be a boss fight. It's so gonna be a boss fight. Okay, hit me. Who am I fighting now? Oh. It's... I know it's still very much there. For a second there I thought the box was not there. The box is very... oh. Oh, I wonder what that does. Oh, you look like a pain. Fine, let's dance. Okay, you can do a 360, good to know. Ow. Wrong button. I should probably stop messing around so much. God damn it, I got greedy. Bright side, it's not actually a boss. It's quite doable. Not so bright side, I'm not that good at the game yet. Okay, up we go. Now here comes the question. Can I just ignore stuff and just go for it? I think I can. Definitely gonna try it. And Moonstone. What else do we have here? Ooh, quite a few things we have over here. Oh yeah, backstabs are a thing. Wrong side to dodge. Wrong still to not dodge at all. Okay, so here we are again. Okay, you cheap-shotting son of a shield. I dodged their game. Oh no, it's fine. Why do I keep trying to make that work? It's clearly not. Okay. There we go, that's the way. Don't get back up. Legion Caliber. Portion of connection device. Oh no. Oh yeah, I have to kill you. Now I remember. Motivity crank. I was like, where are you taking me, Butterfly? And I had a moment of clarity. Oh wait, these are loot lizards. I have to slash them. Okay, this is a new checkpoint. Okay, where is this? Corruption. Oh great. My favorites and one ever. I do like the arrow quite a bit though, not gonna lie. Almost wish there was a greatsword variant. Wait, can I make a greatsword variant with this? You assemble weapon. Another dagger blade, and for the handle, great sword of fate. I mean, it kind of works. Although it for a great sword, the blade is kind of tiny. This is probably the most non-compensating greatsword of all time. Oh, hello there, Nox. Oh my god. Oh, of course, all of you are here. Okay, this is so not worth it. Nope, nope, nope. Raid alert went sometime this week, actually. Funny you mention it. Hello there, raiders. Welcome. I'm currently a little bit slimy, a little bit in the experimentation phase of everything. For anyone who is unaware, I'm Hatem Ashraza, the narrator of Realities, and today we are going to be taking a look through Lies of P. Good, because I remind you every time you come in here. I see. So, I had an idea. I'm immediately rejecting it. This blade is too tiny to be used as a greatsword, unfortunately. You can, you just really, really shouldn't. Not maybe a saber. Maybe as a saber. As a dagger and Drake, it can be a long range weapon if you throw it far enough. I cannot throw it. I wish I could. That is not currently at my available choice of weapons or combat strategies, unfortunately. Oh, some of you are actually quite fast. Really? Wait, this thing is slowing me, isn't it? Oh yeah, it was slowing me quite a bit. Kinda don't want to deal with you guys right now. Okay, saber is also a no. I think I'm just gonna go back to the basic dagger it came with. Wait, no. This. Then, this. And just to have a secondary option, this. Then... I think I used the rapier with this. Okay, that's the other weapon I had. anyhow, you got your ass handed to you by the Twin Eyes mech boss. But for some reason, you got the Destroyer mech boss with ease. I don't know, because the Destroyer is supposed to be one of the harder mech bosses, harder than the Twins. Interesting. Although not uncommon, I would say sometimes you just manage to get the hard one out of the way first. And then you somehow have to deal with the easy one, and it just happens to get a few lucky hits. Of course you alert literally everyone, why wouldn't you? You know what? This works. I'm fine with this. That was terrifying. Corruption, what does it's essentially poison, okay, good to know. Also, it's not slow poison. Jesus, that's fast. I see sound. I see sounds, yes, I see sounds. That's how ears work. I hear sounds behind me, and I don't like it. Okay, that's on me. Where's your life? Sir, thank you. Please don't rise again. I know you will, but please don't. Oh boy, boy. Now I'm hoping and praying this is just a bonus area. And there won't be a boss waiting for me or something else. Why'd you swap the target? Okay. Yeah, something to do with the AI. Since the world just charges every 3, it shoots lasers while charging. Meanwhile, the twins, they don't know or care about the meaning of social distancing. They have Cthulhu's follows the same AI, but it's only one. Twins fight close, and if you dodge one of them, the other will already move to a different. To block your path and hit you. Yeah, the typical combo of the twin bosses. Urgent repair tool. Okay, I think this is pretty much it for this area. So luckily, I don't have to be here again. I know what corruption does now. It's the equivalent of poison and I hate it. What do I need for the next level up? Not that much actually. And I'm slightly heavy now. Why am I slightly heavy? Oh, it's because I have both of these, that's why. There we go. Let's go to the hotel for a bit. The open system for Lies of P is somehow reminiscent of Bloodborne. A little bit, I would say, yeah. Pinocchio, I wear sunglasses, it's daytime. Listen, it's a fashion statement. Okay? It's fashion, you wouldn't understand.
I'll use my power to help you.
Yes, because I need a lot of it. Help, I mean. Okay, so vigor is stamina, this is health. What's capacity? Weight. And Legion, whatever that is. What is physical attack? Technique. Advance is fire. And also Legion. What is Legion? Well, either way, I would like some more advance. If I remember right, you have to hide your eyes full of fear from the enemies, or to show the enemies that they're not even worthy of your true gaze. Exactly. Father, where are you? I require the chair. I think. Oh, I have 0 quartz, so I cannot actually use the chair. God damn it. And it's looking real different since 1999 in dropped. Yeah. I don't even think this is 1999. Hold on. What year is it? Collectibles. Do I have something that tells me the actual year? I think I saw something at some point. I'm sure I saw something at some point that notified what year this is. Can't quite remember it right now. I don't think it was 1999 though. Okay, back to the swamps. This I'm not sponsored by Miyazaki. There's also this where I can go. Oh. Wrong side, I guess. That's not opening. Oh, it's that thing again. What did that do? Also, why even make that thing? Like, what is it, a demolition unit? Because anything else makes zero bloody sense about it existing. Considering the aesthetics looks to be 1920-ish or pre-war World War I. Yeah, I think so. It would fit the time frame. Puppet of the future. I'm not sure I will have a future if I have to fight you, but oh, you are slow. Really? Ooh, a glaive. Wait, this is a... Is this the other place that I saw it from? I think it is. Yeah, this is the other place. Okay, step 1. Recharge my healing. Step 2. Go back in here. Toss in Assault Island for more mod capacity. That's a joke only Warframe players will get. Which I am one. Although, to be fair, I don't think Assault Island... What was the other one? Because that's the one I really like for glaives. Let's see this one. Oh, it's this type of glaive. Yeah, Gleaming Talon. Hello there, Zilius. Okay. Okay. You know what, I'm gonna try this against the big guy. And yeah, it's definitely Gleaming Talon. That's the one I like. Okay, let's see how badly this can go. Uh, what the? Okay, no. Oh, I'm gonna die. Like, I'm just dead. Well, I severely underestimated the amount of corruption. Sorry, the amount of damage corruption does. Ooh. Corruption occurs when corruption damage builds up. That's the trigger character difficulty. Thank you, game. At least you told me what I have to use to get rid of it. Okay. I've never seen Celestial. Yeah, it's only a conclave mode, that's why. I wanna see if it's possible to begin with. Okay, that's the lamp. Resistance. Go grab some snack. Enjoy the snack, Nox. In the meantime, I shall figure out this not so lovely fellow here. Also, the damage isn't even from him, it's the goddamn corruption thing. I forgot fall damage was a thing as well. Great. Lovely. I kind of feel bad using it because this is from the deluxe edition or pre-order bonus or whatever. Oh. Great big ball of fire. Nope. Do I want a challenge? I think the game is providing enough of a challenge, but let's hear it. Defeat the next monster without a weapon. Now we're just being silly. I don't think I can defeat the ball. Oh, you mean the oh, not a boss, a monster. You know what? Yeah, sure, I think I can do that for you. Wait, is this just a shortcut? Yes. Yes, it is exactly that. I can't attack. I can't even parry. Yeah, it's literally impossible. Yeah, saying clip getting in that challenge, but for a boss and actually winning. Yeah, apparently the game doesn't appreciate your idea of a challenge. It's physically impossible to attack without a weapon. Or it is it? Fire axe. Ooh. I'm usually not a fire type of guy. However, oh, it's a literal fire axe, as in a firefighter axe. You know what? I'll give it a try.
Admirers seem to follow me everywhere.
Hello there. Who might you
Pleased
be?
to see you, my stalker friend.
You made it all the way here unbothered by ruffians. You've got talent. I've never seen you before, but who cares?
This may well benefit our former client.
Red Fox and
Did you
Black.
catch that subtle whiff of money in the air? Moneybags himself, Lorenzini Vanini, is inside this factory this very moment.
Okay.
He caught us on our return trip. We had to deny his ridiculous request in person just to be sure it wasn't a joke. All we could do was laugh.
Keep your whiskers up if you're heading in there. He is the richest man in Krat. Or so they say. Who knows? Maybe he's handing out bags of money to lift his spirits.
Ha! That seems unlikely. No way are we doing that.
Well, anyhow, best of luck. Best of luck to you, my friend.
Are you carrying the latest edition of Vanini's Landmark Guide?
Am
It's
I?
the most popular non-fiction work in Krat these days. Maduro wrote the actual guide. The Venini published and financed it. It goes for a premium at the shop. But
Ooh.
Maduro might not get his cut. He went missing recently, which of course made that volume more popular than ever. If you can get all 3 volumes collectors want, then you can get 4. No, 5,000 for it at the shop, but you're in luck.
Okay.
I have a conscience and a powerful sense of self-preservation. I'll let this one go for 500. That's a good investment. I wish you had this, and the price is a steal. Let me know if you have any interest.
Okay. Oh, it's the third one, and I already have. I already have the other 2. You know what? Why not? Ripped Nini's card Langma in guide. There's only bandit after that bears the herring symbol of Krat. Warning, this book has been banned. If found, please report to the city. Reading banned books will result in punishment. Are you sure you want to read it? Someone even writing here. You are warned, but you're reading a forbidden book. You're a bad person. Well, if you're reading it, well, you're reading it, so this is what you get. Red blossom and the red rose. Don't know the rest of it. The end. Reporter Cat. This guide was made with the support of Red Lobster Inn. This is such... I want to slap this one.
So, have you had time to read it?
Yeah.
It's the first volume I wrote, so go easy. By the way, I need to mention something before it slips my mind. It's a shame that the original author went missing, but I fear you misunderstood this commitment. I am willing to sell my newest book for 500. No refunds, of course. That's a given. But look on the bright side. That volume of the series is not easy to acquire. Take care you don't get torched.
I so wanna slap this one. I got robbed. You're lucky that axe missed.
Best of luck to you, my friend.
Take care you don't...
So tutorial. Oh, thank you for the redeem, Sagi. And hello and welcome. It's on the other, yep, on the other side. Okay then. How it going? I found a boss that I can't beat right now, so I'm going around it. I got swindled for my 100 ergo by one of the 2 NPCs here that I really want to slap but I can't. Oh, and that's the boss that I couldn't beat. We'll leave that for later. And otherwise, it's been a lot of ups and downs and mostly me getting blasted all over the place, remembering how to play the game. So, you know, the usual. Zilius, it's not a skill issue. I'm not trying to beat it. Or at least I'm not trying right now to beat it. I should be more careful in what I try and mention. Okay, not gonna lie, I do like the axe. Oh. Wait, is this... Okay, yeah, I've been here, I fell down, beat the boss. So this is just the way back again. Okay, back up we go. Also, mark my words, that boss is going down this stream. Might be a longer stream, but this boss is going down this stream. Sorry, that boss. You know what, the one. What the? Oh, there's an item there. I see you. Thank you, iframes. I'm not even mad, that's fine. That did something, I'm not sure what, but it did something. Did it drain the thingy here so I can fight the... doesn't seem like it. Mission accomplished, yeah. Now if I only knew what the mission actually accomplished, that would be fantastic. Kind of, this is open. Son of a... Wait, did I go here? No.
Oh, fantastic. The pipe fit like a glove. Well, like a pipe that fit. Idioms, you know?
Wait. It was something I wanted to do. Or sorry, a different way I needed to go. Because that's just back to where I was at the start.
A little help? Anyone? Wealthy and dashing philanthropist in need of assistance?
Oh, you're up there. How do I get up there?
Anyone? Wealthy and dashing philanthropist in need of assistance.
Can I do you a favor? Is Discord running or is it on a loading screen? My Discord? It's running. If that's what you mean. Why?
A little help? Anyone? Wealthy and dashing philanthropist in need of assistance.
Oh, easy now. Don't need
Oh,
to
you are
kill me.
Venigni.
Surely we can discuss this like reasonable people? Hold on. Geppetto's a friend of yours. Did he send you?
He did. Also, we look the same. I forgot that.
Fine. Please, help me find my butler Pulcinella. He's a puppet and a friend. Those stalkers were supposed to be working for me, but, well, they bolted and left me to my fate. That was not helpful.
Yours went to she while you were in
My
a call.
butler went to barricade the back door,
After
and I
and she
haven't
said
seen him
it's happened to
since.
hers as well. Discord's pretty inconsistent, to be honest. So,
I'd hate to lose him. The factory is, of course, my priority. We must take it back. But please, keep an eye out for my butler. I'd consider it a personal favor and owe you in kind.
okay. Fear.
Before all this chaos, Fuoco was the puppet in charge of the furnace.
Fuoco.
But he
Fuoco.
changed. He was a stand-up fellow once. Now, not so much. I'm told he's still building an army of puppets and marching them on the cathedral. How did this nightmare come to be? Please, you must stop him before he does any more harm.
Okay.
Before all this, I'm told... How did this...
Wait, then mission accepted? Oh, you son of a gun. I missed. I want a rematch. Hold on. Give me a second. I saw you, son of a... Of course you hit the axe in the wall. Technique crank. Probably heal right about now. There are several items I want here. Discard this note. The public cannot refuse the Grand Covenant imprinted upon manufacture. It must obey the creator's order and it cannot harm humans. Now look at the puppet that was once called Fuoco. Is the Grand Covenant flawed? The once faithful puppet not kills humans. It creates puppets instead of fire. It obeys something else other than humans. It's as if someone is controlling it or has a mind of its own. As if there's a king of puppets somewhere. Foreshadowing. Is it pretending to be human? Is it a simple defect? This requires further investigation. It's surprising. Fuoco's actions were not as simple obedience, but fate. Fuoco worships something as God. I heard there's the king of puppets on Rosa Isabella Street. There must be what is controlling the puppets of Krat. A puppet having a human ego is a problem from another dimension. There's still a puppet secret that I don't know about. Ergo is probably the key. But those guys are awakening like humans more quickly as days go by. Someone has to stop them before it's too late, for the sake of all humans. Okay, so far so good. And yeah, it was probably just a short power break or whatever, service interruption. I feel like I should not fall in that. That seems like an extremely bad choice. Well. I don't like that alarm. That's a boss. That's a boss if I've ever seen it. Okay, I know where the boss is now. Really? Okay, you know what? Thank you. Couldn't you have done that the first time? Although it's fine. So puppet is down there. But checkpoint is up here. Let me just verify there is not other stuff. Hidden Moonstone. Okay, and over here. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Well, after a refresh, it's boss time. And maybe a level up. Can I have a level up? Yes, I can. Or maybe I'll upgrade the axe. Actually, upgrading the axe doesn't sound like a bad idea. Especially since I've gotten somewhat used to it. Okay, what does Nation slash gather strength for wide range attack, hold down the attack for strong attack. Endure. Allows you temporarily withstand the enemy's attack. Okay. So it's essentially hyper armor, I think.
You're going to the factory. He's the richest man in Krat. A little eccentric, maybe, but a good person. I heard he went to shut the factory down. I hope he's safe. I wouldn't want to lose my best customer. I know my way around a weapon.
Okay, I would like to upgrade it. Yes, this one. Upgrade the blade. I don't have crescent moonstone though.
I'll use my power to help you.
And I just realized my body is somewhere still. Was there a way for me to see the map or something? Unfortunately, it does not seem to be the case. Sorry, friend, I have an appointment. One star fragment. You know what? Sure. Here's what Spectre it will be. Actually, I'm more curious about the boss. What do we have here? Okay, ominous. Oh. You're a lot bigger than you seemed at the entrance. Is that a cannon? What the heck are you saying? Okay, I was right, it is a cannon. Okay, you can break those. Good to know. Okay, I'm dodging way too soon. Okay. The boss isn't hard. My timing is just completely off for it. Like 1000% off. Ooh, what is this? Okay, let's try without the Spectre. I press it, game. Got greedy, that's fine. Yeah, my timing is just bad with him. Like I see the attacks coming. My feel for how the dodges work is just ever so slightly off. Am I heavy by any chance? I shouldn't be. Maybe a different weapon. I mean, the axe was doing nicely. Don't be greedy. Why did I just say? Me, don't be greedy. Also me. Eating every single possible hit on the planet. Okay, dodged the wrong way. That's on me. I'm getting the hang of this. The dodging him, I mean. It's more so the timing on the game itself with the dodges is slightly off from what I'm used to, rather than the boss being hard. And I can deal with that. It's a matter of me getting used to it. Okay, come on. Yeah, see, that's what I wanted to do at that time. Okay, I don't think I've seen you do that bit. Or that one. Okay, that's too much commitment for my liking. Game, I wasn't there. Okay, yeah, sure, I didn't dodge that, apparently. I definitely not dodge that one though. That's fine. I wonder if there's a reason the pillars are there. I wonder if something happens if I can make him break all of them. Okay, that's one. It's like you don't want to break these. Until you get angry and you forget about that. Okay, there's two more. Okay, one more. Come on, get red. Oh, I can cheese you. I can cheese you hard with the pillars. Come on, it's the last one. Don't you just want to break it? Ow. Not me. Did that do anything? Doesn't seem like it. Oh well. What was that? Okay, my timing needs some goddamn work. Like, the dodge itself doesn't actually start when I press the button, that's the issue. Or rather, it starts, but it doesn't start the iframes. The iframes are in the middle. Which is a pretty big issue, because that's not how a lot of games work. Also, if I start an attack, I'm pretty much locked in the animation. Okay. Oh, come on, I was out of that. Okay, I was not out of that one, though. Okay, now. Really? Where the hell do you think you're going? That's new. Okay. Can you stop it with the gunfire, please? Oh. Did not think you turned that fast. We're learning. This is fine. Now you tell me about overheat after I've suffered it like 3 times. Creates fire damage during this continuous fire. Slower natural HP recovery. Character's guard regain. Bounty will decrease. Higher fire resistance, slower. Okay. Now see, there's one thing that I haven't done throughout the fight that I probably should be doing. Sorry, not that. Parrying. So let's see how this goes when I try and actually parry it. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the way to play the game. Okay, I did not expect that. How close? Oh, I was close! Okay. Yeah, parrying is definitely the way to go. I wasn't even paying attention to his life. Okay, now that I know that, someone's in trouble and it ain't me. And I figured out what felt odd about the dodge. It's reversed to parry. Usually parry is not at the very start of the animation, but the dodge is. In this game it's reversed. Got that. Lost the window. Okay, had a bit of lag there. Really? Oh, I'm auto healing. I'm out of life, actually. Now, you know what? There we go. I messed up the counter twice. That's on me. Hello there, Diamond. Next is going to play Truths of Q. Is that an actual game? Who would Q even be? Because I know P stands for Pinocchio in this game. But who would Q be? What Fairy Tail's character starts with a Q in the name? Okay. Okay, way too close. What? There we go. Game? I'm pretty sure I countered that. Okay, the pillars I can use to protect myself from that thing. Okay. Fairly close try on that one. Just have to be very careful. Game. Okay, sure. What? Now where the hell do you think you are going? Are you done tearing the place up? Really? That was not a dodge. Okay, sure. And I can't parry, I cannot block the red attacks, I know that much. I don't know if I can perfect parry them though. I haven't tried that, I think. So I'm consistently getting him to the last quarter of his HP. Now I just need to literally not suck as much. Or maybe not be quite as aggressive as I am. I say that. Oh, that's bad. Can you stop trying to destroy my cover? No. There we go. Eliminated. How powerful amplifier. King's Flame or go Flame Grindstone, whatever that is. How's their day diamond, by the way, if you don't mind me asking? Now that this boss is done, can I get the other guy out of here? Sure. Thank you for waiting. Hey, go. Your first sight of gameplay of this is me whacking a steam-powered robot with a fire axe. You feel like you're missing out on this. Also, hi. Hello there. Welcome. And I would say yes, you are missing out. This is probably one of the best Souls-like games in recent years. It's a lot of fun. I do like how the parry mechanics kind of work. Like, it's not as... how should I say? It doesn't feel as awkward to parry, but it's more awkward to dodge, if that makes sense, in this game.
Ah, you're back! And you found... Oh, dear. Pulcinella. They really did a number on you. Pulcinella was proof that puppets possess true courage. I will not rest until I have revived him. But there will be ample time for that. First, I must thank you for a truly heroic piece of work. The factory is ours again. The puppets
One
are
question
going
though,
to be
is
in
it decent
really bad
steampunk
shape
setting or
after this.
blew some gears on it kind?
Let us return to the hotel. Rest
Good
while
question.
we can.
I'll let you decide as we go on. I would say it's decent so far.
I cannot shake the thought of that puppet army. What they meant to do. But that's for the future to solve. I cannot. But that's for the future.
Okay, so now we could go back to Hotel Krat, or where is your HP, sir? Also, one of the best things in the game, you can actually combine weapons pretty much any way you like. And now that I've said this, hold on. Wait. No, equip this. Hold on, I need to get to a checkpoint. I just got a stupid idea. Wouldn't be a good steampunk without tinkering. Exactly. Now I wonder how the hell this would work. Now we are about to find out. Assemble weapons. Yeah. Disassemble this one, please. And this one as well. While at it, why not this one too? So, fire axe blade, and then how will this work with the dagger? Very silly is how. The answer is very silly, that's how. Okay, now different question. Disassemble this one. Still the axe. What I want for a handle. Booster glaive. Yeah, sure. Oh, didn't assemble it, my bad. Honestly, this doesn't look like the least practical thing so far that I've made. Oh hey, it's like Morrowind. Ah, kind of. That's an explosive barrel if I've ever seen one. Fire canister. Okay, not gonna lie, this has a bit more range, I think. Oh, hi. Hold the phone! What was that? What about range weapons? Are they customizable too? I don't think you really get range weapons. Like, I haven't gotten one yet. I do have a Nero arm though. But at least so far I don't really like to use it. Also, what the heck is this? Is this from the glaive or is this from the fire axe? Because this is amazing. Oh great, I'm back in Blighttown. Minus the swamp. I hope. Okay, I'm coming after you first. This could have given us a crossbow or something. Now this is a bit like a steampunk game without at least primitive firearms. I'm pretty sure the enemies have firearms. I'm not sure about myself. That's the thing. Then again, I just might have missed them. Big pipe rich handle wrench. Okay, another weapon to experiment with. Oh, hi there. Thanks for opening the way, I guess. Oh, Dark Moonstone of the Covenant. I do believe that's the upgrade material I need for my axe further on. Game, I saw what you wanted to do. No. Bad. Not the barrel. No. Well, that looks like absolute bad news. What's over this way? Oh. More bad news. It's a dead end. Okay. Okay, stamina. Ow. My health! Okay. Maybe... There we go. Get countered. Carrier's amulet. Ooh. Hey, if you ever get a pistol or something, you can cosplay Gangplank from LoL by shooting at the barrels. That's not the worst idea, honestly. I mean, I have throwing weapons, so I assume at some point I'll have a gun or something. Maybe one of the arms shoots out. He seemed like a firefighter. I mean, currently, I don't have to stay as a firefighter, I don't think. Moonlight Town. And someone who fights with fire. I mean, you know, you're not wrong. I am using quite a bit of fire. At first I thought the term fire axe meant literal fire axe with fire. Then I found out it's a fire axe literally, and now I actually have a fire axe, so I'm not gonna complain, you know. It took a while, but I did eventually get my original assumption about the weapon. Cloudy evening. I assume time advanced, because I saved that guy. Oh. I don't have the key. Did he move to where Giuseppe is? Dad, I did as you asked. I saved the guy.
Remember, I didn't design every puppet in Krat.
Geppetto.
It is not surprising that some puppets broke away from the Grand Covenant. I remember a few Ergo puppets behaving according to their own volition before the frenzy.
Yeah, it's called Fire Force. I know exactly the anime you are thinking of. I think it actually got a new season recently. I haven't watched it yet though.
But if a puppet starts acting on its own, does that mean the puppet has free will? Or is someone else controlling the puppet?
That is the question, isn't it?
The city of Krat. It's probably not how you remember it, eh? Ask me any questions, and I'll fill in the gaps.
Okay, I already asked about this. Where's the guy? Because he said he's gonna meet me here.
Welcome to Hotel Krat.
Ooh, dog.
The Stalkers are Krat's vigilantes. There are two groups of them. The
Oh, two
Bastards
groups.
and the Sweepers. The Bastards are an organization of guards for the alchemists and the workshop. Motto, honor or nothing. The Sweepers are an organization of guards for the old families of Krat. Motto, we always repay what is owed. Historically, the relationship between the two groups has been turbulent, but most were killed in the
Most, but not all.
full-scale attack. That is what little I know beyond the hotel.
Okay. Is this game pulling some 3 laws of robotics kind bullshit? So the Great Covenant are basically Geppetto's laws that he made for the robots and puppets that he made, and presumably everyone else was supposed to implement with their puppets, but clearly someone messed up royally.
If it isn't my savior. Glad to see you made it back in one piece.
So you're that butler that he wanted repaired.
Buongiorno, and welcome to the House of Venini. I am Master Venini's Major Domo, Pulcinella, at your service, sir. The House of Venini carries only the finest in luxury merchandise. I believe you'll find all items to be both superior quality and distinguished provenance. I am certain you will be able to find something that suits you, sir. At the House of Venini, even priceless things have a price.
I don't like that.
Every item is a treasure of distinguished quality and superior provenance.
Okay, what do you have for sale? Okay. So these are pretty much weapon components, kind of, or upgrades.
There you are, my boy. My savior, yes, that's the word. You took back the factory and I cannot thank you enough. Without the factory, no more new puppets. The army has run out of recruits.
Has it now?
My friend, you saved, well, all of us. But listen to me going on and on about my concerns, and I don't believe I've even introduced myself. Signor Laurentini Venigni, gentleman, bon vivant, and...
Bon vivant, that's new to me.
Utterly at your service, my friend. If the name Venigni rings no bells, perhaps you've heard of Krat's Prince of High Society. That is because they are one and the same. Just two of the many names I've collected in my 3 decades here on Earth.
Excuse me,
While I sincerely believe meeting Venigni is its own reward, I have not rewarded you in the more traditional manner. Please, take this.
Hold the phone. No, go back.
To be safe with you.
3 decades.
It's a grinder stone that keeps granting special attributes to the grinder. I hope.
I mean, that's cool and all, but go back. You're telling me you're not even 40 years old, because a decade is 10 years. What? Are you telling me there's a non-zero chance I'm older than you are? Sir. Excuse me, what the heck? You look like you're 50. Never mind, now I understand why everyone thinks I'm young if this guy is 30. Now everything makes perfect bloody sense. What the heck? You are not 30, sir. I refuse. That's a translation error. You can equip a special grindstone grinder to Venini or Stargazer. Okay. Recharge this by revive or visit the Stargazer.
Then my eyes do not deceive me. I never imagined I'd actually see it again, and in the flesh. So I just designed it, set it aside, and never got back to it. Genius and acclaim can keep one quite preoccupied, I'm afraid. You are really interested in the arm, I see.
Oh yeah.
Then, my friend, you shall have it. It just needs a few mechanical adjustments to fit your particular needs. And frankly, this design is almost child's play to me now, so let's start by making it a bit stronger, shall we? I will also add what we brilliant inventors call modularity. That means it will be much easier to improve and repair since you'll be able to use commonly found parts. You might say this arm's new abilities are legion.
Very funny. Also, that's an interesting arm you have. Yeah, it was too much.
I always welcome friends. May I be of service?
Switch the grindstone. Is the empty slot? For those in battle, the grinder is their lifeline. The sharpness of their blade can mean life or death. You know, I completely forgot this was a mechanic. The game told me and I completely forgot it existed. Durability falls to 0, attack decreases, and weapon cannot be repaired with a grinder. Thus, it is advised to keep an eye on the durability gauge. Laying grindstone. Temporarily imbues weapon with fire. Yeah, that works. It can be triggered by using the grinder when guarding. Because it is fragile, it cannot be used too often. Special grindstones were made to respond quickly in battle. These grindstones were made from artificial gems, sharpen weapons, and temporarily imbue them with special abilities.
Of course you're curious. Pulcinella has been restored thanks to you. In a small way. Mostly it was me, but you know, genius never rests. Except for beauty rest. Pulcinella isn't just my butler. He's my family. The only one I have left, really.
So that's your true feelings about it.
If you ever need anything or find yourself in a spot of trouble, call on your friend Venigni.
Swagger! No way.
I always welcome... No one, not even I, know what started the puppet frenzy.
Huh.
Why? That day of all days. It was horrible. A violent rampage of murder and mayhem that is seared into my memory for all time. And it was never supposed to happen again. I made sure of it. Designed a few special parts to ensure they'd remain loyal. Puppet armies do not arise by chance. There was intent behind this. I don't want to leap to conclusions, but the only one I know with that kind of power is the King of Puppets himself.
That is?
We need to learn how this happened.
Okay. You can craft a Legion arm with a Legion plug. New craft machine at the hotel.
Felicitous salutations, my friends. My name is Signor Lorenzini Venigni. No doubt my reputation precedes me. I come to you with only the most peaceful intentions.
Right.
True friend of Krat. Behold, Venigni Works.
Oh wait, this is the area I was just in.
The city of Krat's history while forging her brilliant future. When I broke ground on this place, we broke ground. I certainly didn't do it all personally. This was a simply empty space. A blank canvas. But in the hands of a maestro, it became a work of art. All my life, from boyhood to this very day, I have been derided for my, let's say, single-minded focus on a lifelong obsession with building animated, automatic, autonomous automata. But today, just look before you. Venigni Works is ready to start building the future. Krat's golden era is waiting to be built. A dream of the future we can only create together. Help me make this future come true. Join us, for this moment in history will happen only once. Join Venigni, your friend for life.
Amatsa, that is one slick prototype. think it's a tram for crickets?
Very funny. So I can craft one. Lambarge. Legion arm full of burning flames. Also it openly burns the enemies before you. Increases fire attack range. Deus Ex Machina. Install microsensing landmine. Ooh. Fires an acidic substance. Okay, this one. Aegis. When it receives a blow, identifies explosion, deals damage to the enemy. Okay. Falcon Eyes. An armor-piercing shell from a distance. I don't have a Legion Plunk though. High power flame amplifier. I do have this one. Modified. There's fire attack range. As this fire after certain spell. Oh, continuous fire attack. Okay, so I do have several of these. As well as strong punches. I just realized. Oh, there's your firearm. Literally, yes. Welcome back, Echo. That's a cult advertising if you've ever heard one. That already more to corporate PR push BS. Yeah. They really were not subtle with it. You release a wire. It can be swung around in a minute. Oh yeah, this is the pool. I forgot I had. This is the lightning and this is the fire. I want the fire. I like the fire already. Hold on, I want to test this. Okay, range is not the worst. The status effect though does deal quite good damage. Like it's still going. How much damage is this? Okay, so if I start burning it, it almost doubles the damage. I'm fine with that. Also, I expect this to be quite good in crowds. How did you sharpen again? I forgot that. Keyboard and mouse, key settings. Switch to your weapon. Where's the grinder? How did I grind? This is a flavor warfare. It was lemon. I just noticed how much I have.
Power to help you.
Level up please first. That's a 2. That's a 4. Okay, sure. About Sophia's power.
I am able to wield Ergo. They call me a listener because I can hear Ergo. I inherited the power from my mother, who hated it, called it the devil's power. So I kept it a secret that I could talk to puppets. Now you are the only one my voice reaches. So I beg you, please save Krat.
Okay then. Oh,
The
sorry,
city
Dad.
of Krat. Ask me.
Nothing new there. I don't think I have any quartz picked up. Do I? What do you mean change shape? Will I be able to take on other shapes? Maybe of other people or other puppets? Because that would be honestly kind of cool.
I'll use my power gel.
And not you.
Welcome to Hotel.
Wait, what do you have for sale?
to-
Oh, you have quartz for sale. Well, that changes a few things.
People have no idea so many secrets are buried in Krat. Thanks for keeping me company.
I'm starting to have a little bit of an idea. Just the tiniest amount.
I know my way around a weapon.
Motility technique. I could go with technique to A, and that would actually increase the damage it has. Could also give it advanced, although I don't have advanced crank. Technique though is fine for now, I think. Can I upgrade? No. Okay. Your nose will grow. We've already lied a bit. I don't think my nose has extended. Not yet, at least. Okay, so that's the new area. Alright, I want to go back and I want to fight the big guy. So, no, not the center. Think that one? Wait, no, this is the one where the guy was before. This is not a good place. Attempted the paradox, you think? Maybe, maybe. Yeah, this is the place the guy was at. Not where I want to be. Okay, this is where I want to be. At least in theory. There you are, son of a gun. Is it drained? Hold on. Oh, you are so screwed. Burn, baby, burn. Okay, getting a bit too cocky for my own good. No, I missed it. There we go. I did say I'm gonna finish this boss before the stream is over. What? I'm not ending now, but I did want to get him out of the way. Since he was the unfinished business here. I don't know when I drained this, or is it just because time moved forward? Because I think I pressed something that might have drained it at some point. I'm not 100% sure on that. This going for no, indeed. The real question, like this statement is a lie. The real question is, if Pinocchio says my nose will grow, will it grow because it didn't grow? But since it did grow, will it technically be the truth and not grow? I mean, it depends on how you say it, on how it's considered, because if he eventually lies, eventually it will grow, and eventually it will be 2, so it doesn't have to grow in that moment, technically. So it needs to be a direct lie. That would make the most sense, I would say.
These bodies, could they be from Moonlight Town?
Moonlight Town.
Whoa, did puppets do this?
Don't know. Time to find out. He knows becomes a black hole instead. Oh, okay, that should be illegal amounts of damage. Why are you red? Ah, okay. The goddamn fence, really? Might as well at this point. Yeah, it's getting flashback from Enshrouded and it's Red Shroud, yeah. Also, by the way, how is Enshrouded going? Bloody hell. Hopefully better than what I just did right now. Why are you red? Oh, that's why. Okay, those are the Crescent Moonstones I need to upgrade my stuff. Moonlit Town Guide. Those placed in the city. Pilgrims gather. Very well for the first time, you'd say. Happy to hear you are enjoying it. What? Nox, what did you do? How do you accidentally give 50 subs? Explain thyself. Okay, so I jumped that. Oh, there you are. Saw blade. Okay. You'll explain 10 words or less. Water, phone screen, hit sub button. I swear it should not be so easy to give subs. As dumb as it sounds, and as much as other creators will hate me for that take, it should not be so easy that someone can accidentally press it. Wait, I've been here, haven't I? Good job going into the fire. I'm glad it's not an instant ignite. Oh boy. Used to clown people saying that their phone screens got hit by water. They send the most ridiculous stuff. You take your clownery back. As you should. Ooh. Waterfall of sorts. Ow. I tried to heal when I didn't have the thing, and it got me stuck in the animation and killed. With our updates in Twitch design, using your money has never been so easy. Goddamn Twitch. Okay, I remembered why you are up there usually. Stamina. No. Are you still up there? Yes, you are. I'll be with you in a second. Okay. You're close to losing 500. I think your bank has less. And yeah, that is a good way to make sure you don't spend more than you have to. And by that I mean having an account that, you know, is for spending stuff on the internet and you only fill it up when you plan on using it. That's what I mean. Having your main account at just 500 is, yeah, not the best. Wanna know what's also not the best? The fact that I have my souls over there. The fact that I lost my souls over there. I needed a... I was slightly wrong. My nose should probably grow a bit. Ow. Okay, now. Let's do this right. What is that stun lock? Jesus! Okay, so that can happen. You know what? New plan. I'm taking out those guys first. Really, guys? Okay, that's enough for comedic effect, so I don't feel as bad. Okay, so step 1. Why is there another one of you? Okay. If your friends were to jump off a cliff, would you join them? Yeah. Apparently, that was their choice. Sand corrosion resistance. Okay, I'm gonna want that. Also, I'm locked in. Star fragment. Soul blade. How do I get out? No, like unironically, how do I get out of here? Oh. That's a lever. Okay. Never mind, problem solved. I'm free of the goddamn trap. Hi?
Do you want to go up, child? I'm sorry, but the train isn't in service anymore.
Of course it's not.
The cathedral isn't the sanctuary it once was.
Hey Senko, how's it going? It's pain. The good type of pain, but still pain.
I still don't know what happened, but I do know this. The cathedral is off limits. Forever.
Right, forever, sure.
To pass, you must prove your identity. Who are you? Are you a stalker? You've been warned, child. I am a sinner who could not save the ones I loved. If I let you go up there, that will only compound my... Even if it hurts, persevere, my child. Having only one leg and one arm should curb your curiosity.
Oh, what? Oh.
Child, only the worthy may pass. I do not wish to witness you all
Okay.
Cherish your life. I do not wish to witness more.
Decay? What the heck is decay?
Cherish your life. I do not wish to witness more death. Hear it. The cursed angel's wing.
Okay. No, not Wukong is on a different level, and it's only one specific boss. Okay, maybe the last boss as well, but the last boss in Wukong is doable. Erlong Shen is not. That's all I'm gonna say on the subject. It's not even close. Evidence, I beat this one first try. Okay, Pinocchio, which government do you owe money to even have an elevator operator cut you that nose of yours? Very funny. Also, I feel like, maybe, just maybe, an old dog mask worn by the noted. It reeks of regret from failing to save people. That's a very distinct smell. Instead of guiding people to refuge, she took them to the land of the dead. Having fled from incomprehensible death, the stalker vowed to live the rest of her life in repentance. It was a very short life. I'm gonna lord for now, need to rest a bit. I'm probably gonna be ending it in a few minutes myself, so there's also that. I just want to see where the lift goes, if I'm honest. Also, that's one hell of a face. Like, you don't want to see this in the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Pilgrim's Cable Railway. Now, those of you who joined us in Moonlight Town, we hope your preparations for the Pilgrim's journey are well underway. Fascinating town, Moonlight, just fascinating. Back in the day, the only way to reach the cathedral was using a rope and pulley. So, thanks for building it on a cliff, Saint Frangelica.
I think the fact that the eyes don't glow is a lot scarier.
Frangelica, wonderful saint.
Like, there's nothing there.
Next stop, the Bridge of Atonement. While you atone there, don't miss a magnificent view of beautiful Krat. It's been my pleasure, friends, and enjoy the rest of your journey. I've been your captain on this ride, Gemini! Well, not bad, huh? Oh, I really am good at this. When in doubt, let Gemini be your guide. You look annoyed. What I do?
What do you think?
I'm sure it's fine. Let's get a move on, pal. Oh, something's off. Do you see that over there? I recognize dead puppets. That's to be expected, but what is that?
Define that. Oh. That's what you mean. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually curious what that... A cutscene is not good. What the heck are you?
No idea what those things are, pal. Approach with caution.
Okay, you are fast. Okay then. Apparently there's a zombie apocalypse going on at the same time. They seem to just blindly rush, so that's in my favor. Urgent repair tool. Okay. So that's how I do the weapon durability thing. Okay. Regular go fragment. This is gonna break. Like, I can already see exactly where it's gonna break as well. Shut that cricket up. Actually, give him to me. He'll make a good snack. Green is not a creative color. I disagree a lot with that statement. Green is a very creative color. It's just up to the person who uses it and how they use it. That's it. I think this is a fairly good spot to end it on. We found ourselves a new ally. We got ourselves a flamethrower, which is always nice. Love the flamethrower in games. And apparently we are dealing with a zombie apocalypse on top of a automaton rebellion. Curious to see where all of this goes, which is responsible for the other. Or if they're completely disconnected somehow. I doubt it, but we shall see. For now, thank you everyone for watching, and let's see if I can find someone to raid, shall we? Let's see, who is doing some stuff around here? Let's see. Oh. Oh. Hold on, I need to check this. Okay. So, someone is doing a very interesting DLC, I would say, in Scholars of the First Sin, Dark Souls 2. So why don't we say hi to Torihani? As far as I remember, she is a Souls player. So we should be in for some good times, I'd say. There we go. Also, she has quite the interesting model, I have to say. Don't think I've seen this one, actually. But yeah, I will have her link over in the chat for anyone else who wants to check her out after from the VOD or from YouTube. And yeah, let's go say hi. Oh, young Hollow, a lie will remain a lie. Indeed. Now then, behave yourselves and let us be off. Good night, everyone. And hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow, where I'm honestly not sure what's in the schedule. I think did I have a free day tomorrow or not? Let me just check very fast. It's a bit of a question mark. We'll see. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see you all later. Good night, everyone. And everyone on the YouTube side of things, see you all later, and good night.